Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Russell. How are you doing, buddy? Absolutely gorgeous morning. It's only in the low 70s right now. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. It's been about a week since I've been on. Took a little hiatus. Bird migration should be starting very soon. We'll have some visitors here at the lake that we don't normally see. Look at these cattails. Look like little corn dogs. Good morning, everyone. So let me clear my voice. I don't think I've spoken yet today. Yeah, we got thunderstorms and rain for the better part of yesterday. Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Yeah, we didn't have the sun yesterday, Russell. No sun yesterday. All right, we're getting ready to go start our walk. Hopefully we'll see lots of wildlife today. I was here yesterday solo, and there's a woodpecker laughing at us. Hadn't even ascended the stairway to heaven yet and already seeing wildlife. Well, at least hearing it. There's a woodpecker right above me. Pileated woodpecker. That's what's making that. That's a woodpecker. I can't see him yet, but he's right above me somewhere. There he goes. Maybe he'll come down here. How's everybody doing? Absolutely gorgeous day. Morning at least. It's probably gonna be in the upper 80s later. Good morning, Logan. Welcome, buddy. Somebody lost their bait there hanging from the tree. Their bait's just a dangling. Good morning, cousin Elvin. We are just beginning our hike. I get distracted easily, so I'm gonna take little pit stops, stop and look at the scenery. I saw several deer yesterday pretty quickly. Hopefully that will repeat itself today. I even saw our friend Peaches. She is growing up fast. Somebody left their chair here yesterday. It's still there. I thought maybe they had just hiked up the farther up the trail and just left their chair there. But there it still sits. It's that famous Ozark Trail, man. Yeah, I saw the deer dead center right out in the middle of the trail yesterday. The owl is no longer in the enclosure with hawthorn. I came here the next day after we saw that owl in there and it was gone already. What are you guys doing? Being distracted from work? Playing hooky? Oh, that's pretty. That's a really nice shot right there. It's not quite as muddy as I planned on it being, but that's a good thing. The track is actually perfect. You guys don't forget to double tap your screen, it's free. Some branches in the trail. Good morning. This is where I saw the deer yesterday. Right in this area. I have to go out farther today. I only went about halfway yesterday of my normal hike because they were calling for thunderstorms. And just as I made it back to my car, it started to rain. So I timed it perfectly. Which did not happen last summer when I got caught in a torrential rain. Still about a mile and a half back from my car on the trail. So what have you been up to, Russell? I'll stop and see Hawthorne. I didn't stop and see him yesterday, so he's probably mad at me. Except he doesn't know I was here, so maybe not. Because we're going the right way. I've been seeing a lot of red-shouldered hawks lately, too. Saw an eagle the other day, too. Not a bald eagle. It's a different kind of eagle. I can't... Golden eagle? I got a picture, but it's really blurry. Let's go see the turtles. I got my peanuts ready today for the squirrels, and there's a customer right there. Let's see if he goes and gets those peanuts I just threw him. I'll check back on him. I just threw that squirrel some peanuts. There's a little baby one. You can see him better now. Little box turtle. I think there might be a bigger one in here. Yeah, there's the bigger one. Our little box turtle. Oh, that's so blurry. Hold on, let me wipe my lens real quick, you guys. That's our turtles. Let's go see Hawthorne, since I did not visit him yesterday. Oh, I just saw a large bird shadow go above me. The owl does like to hang around here. I do believe I'm the only person here right now, except for the people that work here. Nothing like having 300 acres to yourself. Yeah, this little enclosure space up here to my left is where they keep injured animals that they find and rehab them and stuff like that. And there was an owl in here the other day, but the next day it was gone, so must have been a quick rehab. Yeah, they had an owl right in this one. This is a local park. It's 328 acres. This is the nature center right here where we're at now. Here's Hawthorne. There he is. That's our red-tailed hawk, Hawthorne. He unfortunately only has one eye, so he's got to live in here because he can't defend himself in the wild with one eye. You see that squirrel up there, Hawthorne? Making all kinds of noise. You see him? You'd like to eat him, wouldn't you? Yeah. How you doing, Mr. Hawthorne? They give you a mouse recently? Sorry I didn't visit you yesterday. They were calling for storms, so I had to cut it short. All right, Hawthorne, we'll see you later. Maybe we'll stop by on the way back. No guarantees. Say bye, Hawthorne. You've been here plenty of times, Russell. This is home base. Guess I should have checked the weather today before I left. It's starting to cloud up. Pretty sure it's only a 20% chance of rain today. But that's still a chance. So you're telling me there's still a chance. some kind of bird over there. Doesn't look like Big Blue. It might be a cormorant. There's something right over there. I'm not sure what that is. It's not a heron. We are headed in that direction. Let's see if we can find out what that is. If it lets us get close enough to find out what it is. Knowing my dumbass, it's probably just a branch or something. In fact, I think it is. It looked to be about the size of a heron, but a different color. You guys, there's another beaver attack here. The third one this summer. 10-year-old girl got bit 3 times. Two of the beaver attacks were at a place that we've gone several times on live stream, where the waterfall is. And that little beach down by the lake in the mountains. That's where it happened. I don't know how these people are getting surprised by beavers. They're not exactly the most agile creatures. They are in the water, but on land, a child could outrun one. We're gonna hit the bad reception area here shortly. It only lasts for a few minutes, and then it goes back to the way it is now for the remainder of the time. For the remainder. Yeah, you guys, that was a log sticking up out of the ground that I thought was a bird. So quiet. Hold on, guys. Good morning. This is the bad reception area I was speaking of. It fixes, I promise. Could be lots of turtles out with all the rain we got. You guys, I haven't seen a snake in months. I guess that's a good or bad thing, depending on how you look at it. And to be honest, none of my snake videos have ever done very well. I think because most people don't like snakes. Good morning if you're just coming in. Welcome. For those of you who haven't been in here before, this is our home base trail. This is the place I come more times than not. We take little excursions to the mountains sometimes. We've gone to the beach this summer. There's different trails I do around the area. But this is the main one. It gets the best reception and has the most wildlife. I think they had to put new ones of those turtle nest protectors there because they started ending up looking like this one, all bent up. And here's some geese. The geese are starting to make their way back here. I'm seeing them more and more often and hearing them. This is a pretty view down here. Let's go down here. Can't wait for the sunrises in winter right here. Yeah, in the wintertime, the sun comes up right over there, and it's gorgeous. Gotta get here at like 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. Yeah, the trail goes through those woods on the other side of the lake, all the way down there to where you can't see no more. That's where we're headed. Over the river and through the woods. This will be frozen solid in 4 months. I think it was frozen solid for about a month and a half last winter. Which led to some amazing sights. Watching the geese try and navigate the ice, walking across it, looking like a drunk guy leaving the bar. And then I saw, really early in the morning, a couple of times I saw a fox who would take the shortcut and run across the frozen lake in the morning to the other side. That was pretty cool to see. One morning he was actually carrying something in his mouth as he walked across the frozen lake with the sun coming up behind him. It was a pretty cool sight. There's Big Blue. All the way down there. There's Big Blue. See if we can get closer to him. There's our first friend we're seeing, Big Blue. He looks like he's about to take off, though. We might see him eat. All right, hold on, guys. He's getting ready to stab something. He's kind of hard to see with all those lily pads. Unfortunately, I think Big Blue is injured. It's not a very good angle. Let's see if that's better right here. He is definitely on the prowl. They're so patient. Oops, sorry guys. It's a great blue heron. He's doing a little fishing. That's our friend Big Blue. He sees me now. see some. You gotta watch for it's really quick if they stab their beak down to the water. It's really hard to hold this. Most patient bird in the world. I've seen him here walking by, and then I'd be gone for an hour and a half and come back and he was still here. You guys, I think his leg's injured again. Remember in the spring when he was injured and we were worried about him? I'm worried about him again. The birds have been picking on him because he's not as mobile as he used to be, so all the other birds pick at him. It's like a mini ostrich. Hey Cody, how you doing, buddy? Big Blue's on the prowl. These guys gangster lean. I was talking to a guy who was fishing the other day, and he said sometimes when he's fishing, he'll have a bucket of fish that he's caught sitting on the dock with him, and Big Blue will come out and snag fish out of the bucket when he's not looking. I'm sorry. I assume you mean not in a good way. All right. Big Blue's making my hand hurt. I'm sitting there holding it up. What's going on, man? Yeah, I haven't been on for a week, Cody. Things have been pretty crazy here, too. A butterfly. Yeah, unfortunately, those are the things that you gotta let go, man. There's things in life, no matter what you do, you can't change it. There are many of them, but much more good. Bro, why is it clouding up? If I get caught in a storm, they should have little shelter places here. I hear one of those all-terrain. Ooh, deer poop. Deer scat. I stepped in it. So that one was eating a lot of berries. Our animal friends never let us down. They don't always show up when I tell them to. That's about it. I can hear one of the workers driving around on one of those things. I hope they're not going to pass me. I saw Peaches yesterday, speaking of animal friends. She's getting big. And she's learning good from Mama. She stomped at me. She needs to work on her stomp, though. It was pretty weak. I have a video of it. I just haven't decided what to do with it yet. Good morning, Lamantria. Sorry, I just looked down. When I'm ascending a hill, I don't look at the chat. Lamantria, I think Big Blue's hurt again. All the birds have been picking on him because he's not so mobile. We just saw him. He seemed to be doing all right. I saw Peaches yesterday, too. I don't know if you heard me say that. He was standing on one leg again. And it looks like he has like injuries to his chest. Some dude fishing though told me a funny story how Big Blue likes to steal his catches out of his bucket when he's not looking. It's only 74 degrees when I got here. And there was a pretty nice breeze. It's 74 and the breeze are going away. He just swallows those things whole. It's crazy. You can see it go down his neck. I got a slow motion video of him doing it, but it's from too far away. Right down here is where I caught Thor the other day, out in the open. And by the time he saw me, I was too close. If you're close enough to them before they spot you, they kind of freeze up like they do in headlights, and like that's how I get those shots. Because if you're able to sneak up on them or catch them out in the open, they'll freeze up and just stand there. I was filming him for a good 10 minutes before he ran away. I did a lot of backtracking that day to get that shot. I kept walking around the same area because I had him pinned to an area. He was outsmarting me for a little bit. And it was this area right here. I saw him right down there. Right about where those tubes are sticking out of the ground. He was right there on that path. We'll come back this way. How do you go from Thor to Walter? Never mind on Thor. Let's just call him John. Or Dean Winchester. That's still slaying me. Old Nubs McGee. I saw him last week. He still looks the same as Nubs, are just taller. Hold on a second, guys. There's somebody passing me. Good morning. Okay, well, that makes sense. Because you're not just sitting around thinking of baby names and you're going from Thor to Walter is like one end of the spectrum to the other. Okay, I'm probably walking slower. You guys, I didn't even know there was somebody behind me. That girl probably thinks I'm retarded now. Oh, there's a deer. Oh, it ran. There's a bunch of them. Oh, we're going that way now. There's nowhere she could have popped out from. So she'd been behind me for a while. And I've just been popping off. I was just talking away and I turn around and there's somebody walking their dog right behind. That's a bright ass dog because I didn't even hear him. was like, go ahead, I'm walking slower. And then I'm going the other direction now because I was making an idiot out of myself. That means I'm probably going to pass her front ways now. And she must be some kind of ninja or something. And she had to have been behind me for a while because there's no other way to get where I was going than the way I was going. So there's no like side path she could have come out of. She'd been behind me for a while. Well, the deer went this way. I just saw 4 of them running this direction. Could one of them be Thor? Very good possibility. I was more embarrassed than scared. It's not weird anymore. Everybody's talking to themselves now, or it appears they are. I remember when Bluetooth first came out, people would be talking on the phone on that. And I'd be like, who in the hell are they talking to? Wow, she's going to come up the other direction now on the same path. I want to go to Candy Mountain. Where's that? I hear some chainsawing going on. Oh, Sugarloaf Mountain? That was back in the spring when I went there. I didn't like that place. It was very confusing to get out of, and I thought I was going to rip my tires open on those spikes they had in the road. But apparently you can drive over them, but only at 5 miles an hour. I'm pretty sure I said to myself, I'm never coming here again after I left there that day. It was a nice view at the top. weapon. Starting to see a lot of butterflies. Same three kind. The yellow and black, the orange and black, and the black and white. It's the blue admiral or something admiral butterfly. I learned yesterday that there are 22 species of raptors in Maryland. My favorite kind of bird. Seems that almost every time you see a large bird around here, it ends up just being a vulture. Very disappointing. So, I have seen a red-shouldered hawk numerous times in the past week. Let the migration begin. Just gonna go down here a bit, not all the way, and then go back to the direction where the deer were. Toucans are cool. Don't have those here. Like Toucan Sam. That's what we used to call people that got drunk off a couple beers. Toucan Sam. There's a pickup truck called a Raptor too. Won't be too long until the leaves start changing colors here. Can't believe already again. George, George, George of the jungle, watch out for that tree. I reckon there's a pretty good current there today. The birdhouse I used to prop you guys up on is still on the ground. I used to prop you guys up on that thing when it was up here. When I would use the facilities, nature's facilities, drink some water. Ain't nothing going on down this corner. They're making a lot of direction over to a lot of noise in that direction. So I'm going to go the opposite way of the noise. I will not do that again. And there's Sasquatch around right now. There's lots of noise. Lots of background noise. Oh, Lemantria, there was another beaver attack here. 10-year-old girl got bit 3 times. I'm doing all right. How about yourself? Not at the same place, though. Not at the waterfall place. In a different county. Pretty sure old Wally doesn't have rabies. They did put those 2 beavers down in Cunningham Falls. Put them out of their misery. Not their fault. Wally still runs from me, so I don't think he's sick. The third one, I'm not sure. I've only heard one brief clip of news about that one. I haven't heard all of the details. I just know it was a 10-year-old girl. And this has to be happening in the water, because they can't, any human can outrun a beaver on land. And it's not like they're going to catch you. I was saying earlier, they run on land like a drunk guy in a bar, leaving a bar. The difference between those people and me is they probably didn't even know there was beavers there, and definitely weren't looking for them. I'm always looking for them, and I know where they'll be. I've never seen a beaver at the waterfall in the mountains that we've gone up to. Never seen one there. That could mean there's an owl over here. Or a hawk. Spider web all over my face. Anytime you guys hear that noise, usually it's a lot more of them. It's usually a mockingbird or a crow harassing a raptor. That's what it sounds like. So if you hear that noise, look up in the trees. And if it's like a edge of a tree line, look for a huge bird to come flying out with some little birds in tow. Like I saw that mockingbird going after that hawk the other day. The raptors get too close to their nests, and then they're not even scared of them. But the owl or the hawk or whatever it may be, they'll just kind of agree. They'll be like, all right, whatever, I'm leaving. I could eat you if I wanted to. I know why I didn't hear that person behind me, because the ground's wet. In your case, Cody, that is true. I'm just messing with you. I don't know anything about your government. Starting to get humid. Yep, it's like beavers gone wild in Maryland. Ornery little suckers. I wouldn't even have to jog to outrun Wally. I could just walk fast. I don't know, maybe they have a little more giddy up when they have rabies. Yeah, see that tree right there, that Y tree in front of me? Right there. Thor was standing right next to that tree and I was right here for like 10 minutes. I only had to walk like 8 miles until I got that shot. What's that? A tree. Oh, I got spider webs in my mouth. I almost walked right past Peaches yesterday. Just walking along and Then I heard a rustling behind me, and I turned around and looked, and there was Peaches standing right there, like 10 feet off the trail behind me. So that means I just walked right past her. She wouldn't have made that noise. I would have never even known she was there. She's getting big, Lamantria. She learned how to stomp too. Big old tractor. Yeah, I had a big tree go down last night in the storms that we had. I hope that tractor's not coming back down through here. It's lagging. Sorry. Everything looks fine on my end, but it always does. Let me know if it fixes. If it doesn't, then I'm just gonna bounce. Here come people, but it's not the same people. Good. Thank goodness. Am I still lagging? Good morning. Oh my gosh, this is not the way I wanted to go. All right, you guys, I'm gonna sign off. I may or may not come back on. I'm not sure. If not, I'll see you next time on the trail. Thank you for watching. I vaguely remember hearing something about that. Sounds familiar, but I know nothing about it. Is it not lagging anymore? Let me make sure. I just almost signed off. I have full service right now. Did you guys have storms go through last night or the day before? Because we got them last night. They weren't that bad though. They weren't that bad as as I say that. Here's what they were working on with all that noise. No, the storms weren't that bad. They tore this place all up with that tractor. Man, that tree got smoked. It's probably about where it's broken. That's probably like 10 feet up. Oh, okay, that's funny to me. I was walking down that hill. We had storms coming through last night, but they weren't that bad. And I look over to my left and see that. Dang. But that's an owl. Yeah, it could have been that. It might not even been the storm. Bigfoot might have just been having a bad day and he took it out on that tree. Or one of his buddies bet him he couldn't break the tree with one punch. And his buddy lost the bet. That might be it. Lancher is like, you guys are stupid. Remember me dodging these all fall last year? They're already falling out of the trees, and so that means they're on the ground. I just stepped on one and almost busted my ass. So 'tis the season. Did you see the tree broken? Cody and I said it looked like maybe it might have been Bigfoot. He might have punched it, and that's what happened. And that he may have had a bet with his other Bigfoot friend that I bet you can't break that tree with one punch. And his buddy lost the bet. So then he said, bet. Get your own call, bro. He got to appear in the next Jack Link's commercial. Messing with Sasquatch. Oh, there might be a beaver swimming out there. Or it's a really big ass fish. Seeing some big ripples in the water over there. A binaural beaver visit. It's starting to cloud up pretty good, isn't it? Oh. I'm a good bit from the car. Might want to start heading in that general direction now. They should build one of those little shelter things, at least one of them somewhere here. Like, if you're out here and it starts downpouring, you're just SOL. I guess I could call them and have them come rescue me on one of them ATVs. Seems like that happens everywhere you turn here. Oh, Yeah, I'm gonna start heading back in that old general direction. I hear you munching, Mr. Squirrel. Does the picture seem more stable now? I've been every once in a while using that thing that holds my phone up on the dash. I'm so glad that isn't what I thought it was. That's good. Yeah, it definitely looks like storms. What do y'all think? I don't know if I got time for sightseeing. Yeah, I know you're no fortune teller, but I think you might be right. Well, I'll let you know how it goes if it happens. I gotta put my phone away. My phone didn't like it the last time it happened. I continued to stream. I already feel little drops. Hey, look at that little flower. Looks mysterious, my ass. It looks wet. I think it's just faking the funk. It ain't gonna do nothing. Faking the funk. Oh, even Woody said run. He said, "Drrrr." That means run in woodpecker. I can feel the barometric pressure in my knee. Oh no. Run, Forrest, run. There'd be no point in running as far away as I am. I'm gonna get wet regardless if I run or not. Maybe the deer will be like, hey, come over here, man. We got this place, man. We won't get wet. Thor will come in and he'll be like, yeah, you're the one that's been taking my pictures. I need royalties on that. I don't think I've ever used an umbrella. I've had one put over my head by somebody else, but never used one myself. No umbrellas. No flip-flops. So even the animals know the weather. They're already shutting up. Well, each step I take, I'm a step closer to the car. That's one less raindrop I'll endure. Nah, or women's shoes. So this now becomes the show, me trying to get back without getting soaked. All right, down the hill this time. No bypass. I think Peaches switched sides of the park on us because I saw her on the other end yesterday. We haven't seen her up here today, so she tried to do the old switcheroo because she's been liking to play in traffic late at night. There's a fairly busy road that parallels the park. I mean, they won't have to walk far to be out of the park and onto this road. I'm pretty sure I saw her playing out in the road one night. Yeah, Bigfoot's not down with the flip-flops either. He's down for winning bets. Yesterday we got a storm, but it hasn't done anything today. It was sunny when I left. Pretty sure I looked last night and it was only a 20% chance of rain today. That's still a chance. So we're in the 20% club today. Actually, I'll hit some pavilions before I'll get to my car, so if it did get really bad and I still wasn't quite there, there's several pavilions I could go under. But I'm a good ways away from a pavilion too. Maybe Hawthorne let me come in his place. We had a tornado warning, like phone really loud, saying take shelter immediately last week. Nothing ended up happening, but it did, like 20 miles away. I think I'm gonna be all right. That movie's so unrealistic. But yeah, that movie was definitely scary. I can see it scaring you. I've always been interested in that kind of stuff since I was little. I hear you. What y'all doing, making weekend plans? We're having a conversation. Sound like they spoke the same language. Oh, look at that shroom. Oh, no. God, I didn't step on that. Or a big blue still down here. Would not surprise me. I was gone for like an hour and a half one time and came back through the same area and he was still there. It was in perfect form. I like that short stubby one I got the other day on my pictures that I post. It was kind of like a brownish color. It looked like it was from like a movie world. I think I'm gonna make it. I'm about halfway there. I haven't used bug spray in almost a month, maybe a month, and still good to go. Check out this flower. Looks like a ray of light's coming through the center. That was pretty. Are you kidding me? Big Blue is still there. This whole time we've been out there, he's been still sitting there. There he is. What weird symbol. You guys, we were gone for over an hour and he's still there. Oops, sorry. Hold on, Tim, get your act together. We saw something. Sorry about that. Sometimes when they're wet, they look different. But you're right, it doesn't, but I'm pretty sure it is. But he was only standing on one leg the other day. It's definitely not Little Blue. Hold on, I gotta tighten this thing. Okay, that's better. You too, Cody. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Everything will work out, man. Don't stress about the things you can't change. All right, Big Blue, or Big Blue Imposter. We're gonna head on up down the road. I don't got your kind of patience. See how good this shot is. All right, Blue. Catch you later, bro. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna get off here now. In over 2 hours. I appreciate you guys coming along with me. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you next time out on the trail. Thank you. Of course. Have a great